have a big family, keeps me on my toes. We have 5 kids.
They all support each other, whether it's helping out around the ranch.
Hey, hey, hey! Job.
Or just having fun. And that goes for all of them. Even our oldest daughter with special needs, Kylie. She has inspired us to put together a special event.
Like everything else, it's all hands on deck.
Every morning, the kids and I get up early into the barn to feed and groom the steers and pigs and exercise. 6:30 is usually when we get in going. Get everybody fed and underway, and then we'll start about washing a little after 7 once they're done eating. Here's the 4 scoops. 199, 196, 197. These all get fed separately, and they get rinsed every day, washed, and they're pampered a lot more. These are show animals, and if they're not fed and groomed right, they won't look right. And in the show world, looks are everything. It might seem like nothing special, but it's important stuff. And if the kids want to win, which they really do, they have to do it properly.
Pull for?
Today we're setting up an event, Roping Rascals, for special needs kids in the area.
The goal for this event is to provide a very unique opportunity for these kids and let them come out and be a cowboy for a day. We're also raising money for a special needs program and getting people to come out and interact with the kids. So I've been procrastinating and we're down to the wire, but we're not gonna let these kids down. So I'm recruiting my own kids to help us get everything ready. So Cody, he thinks he's a super trucker, but he hasn't been driving truck very long.
Dude, where's the AC in this thing? It's so hot.
You need to be worried about the gears.
It is so hot here.
AC, roll the window down. You need a little more AC, go a little faster.
Oh, we'll go play fast.
You better get the gears figured out. Just get it done. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Quit your complaining.
He's been driving big equipment for a long time, but he's driving my old baby. It's a little different.
There's the AC right there. Nice little breeze. The hose! We're gonna have a lake in like the next minute.
Not only is the truck old, but the hose is old too. It's got so many holes in it, it just leaks. I don't know how this is ever gonna get filled.
We're just trying to get everything watered down so it's not dusty for the Roping Rascals. We only got a couple days, so we want to get this done now because we don't want it muddy, but we don't want it dusty, right? We're gonna get some water on it. We're gonna work the ground so we can get the stage set up. We want the kids to be able to have a good time, be able to ride horses, be able to rope. We're gonna have a little train ride for them, John Deere Gators they can drive around. Basically want them to be like Disneyland, right? Whatever they want to do, we want them to come here and have a good time. Aside from Roping Rascals, we have a big job going on in Ohio. It leads up into the hills, and a large rainstorm just went through there. If we lose sediment and topsoil, it could possibly become disastrous for the area watershed. Our job here, as always, is to leave this land better than we found it. This particular stretch has already taken 50 of our people 2 weeks to complete. And if it fails, guess what? We get to do it all over again. The soil types we're dealing with, steep hills, and we have a short window to make sure that what we're doing is effective. There's more rain forecasted. We have to get this done immediately. If we don't get this stabilized, it could escalate, cost us a ton of money, and it could have a negative impact on the wildlife and environment, which is something that nobody wants. So, I sent 2 of my best people to check out the situation. James is in charge of the job. He likes to do things the old school way. I also sent Toby, who heads our drone and technology company, to map it out. And he is more high tech. Trouble is, these 2 don't always see eye to eye.
What's up, Toby?
What's happening, man?
I was just gonna head up the right of way here and go walk it. We had some heavy rains in the last 3 days, so I'm gonna go check all those water bars and see about sediment and see how everything looks.
You sure you want to walk that? Sure you don't want to use the old fidget spinner special and let me take the drone up?
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go walk it and make sure the right. You can't send a toy to do a man's job. So we walked up to look at the water bars and inspect them, and we were slipping and sliding on some of the grass. It was pretty steep.
James seemed to think that it was going to be more efficient to walk up the hill to check out the water. And so we're going to show him what a drone can actually do in regards to site inspection and getting up there quicker and more efficiently. James is going up to check erosion. We've talked about this before, but because of the data that we're able to collect with the drone, we can, within inches, tell how much sediment was lost. So James is going to be out hiking for about an hour and a half, going to cover about a quarter mile of right away. We'll throw the drone up, and in about 2.5 minutes, we'll have all the data we need for that whole section of right away. The whole goal right now is, because of that rainstorm last night, we want to get up on that site as soon as possible and see if there's any soil loss. So if we can get a couple of crews up there, we can really do a good job to save the land and keep things in place.
The whole goal of this is to not only check on sediment and soil loss, but to make sure all the erosion control devices we had are in place and functioning properly. And if it's not, then we need to send some crews and some serious equipment up there as soon as possible.
I'm sure the drone is capable of doing good things, but I just haven't seen it yet. I've only seen guys with drones eating honey packets and trail mix in the park while filming squirrels during breeding season. While Toby is out busy looking for Sasquatch or a Wookiee in the trees, I'm out checking the right-of-way.
Yeah, James isn't really used to getting picked on, so I'm going to fly this drone right over the top of his head. That's it. I'd wait for James, but I don't have time. I'm gonna get back and check out the data.
Hey, fidget spinner, what's up?
How was your hike?
Dude, I found a real slip up there. We're gonna have to get on it. It's a big deal.
Just one?
Yeah, just one, but it's bad. We need to get up there.
Before you send a bunch of guys up there, I think I got something you should take a look at.
Remember in the spring before the project started, and we were talking about how we can use photogrammetry and digital surface models with authoritative soils information to look at where the problem areas are going to be?
Right, I remember that, but you got to speak English. How is this actually going to fix the problem?
While you were out hiking, we identified not just one, but 4 areas where you're going to want to intensify.
Well, I'm going to go get the equipment ready and get the manpower up there, and we'll go figure it out, okay?
Sounds good.
Now, Toby was able to go through all of his data and pinpoint trouble spots along the right-of-way. Along with James walking the line, we were able to get boots on the ground and stop a potential disaster.
Drag race, baby. Drag race. Hey, fellas, come in here. What else we got to do? Get ready for the roping rascals. So, who's gonna wash this fence?
Not me. Not me.
Somebody's gonna do it. I'm gonna get the tractor and work this arena. We need to get this stuff out of here. We need to wipe all these down.
How about whoever loses has to?
Kind of like a drag race.
A race?
Yep.
A drag race. On the horses.
Yep.
Let's do it. Who's on my team?
Me?
Oh, baby.
So one of the worst jobs was wiping all the railing down, right? So let's make a competition out of it, and the loser's gonna have to wipe them down.
What do you think, sister?
For what?
Should we have a race? Can you be the judge for us? You and Araya?
So if
You'll start us?
yeah, so if I lose, then I have to wipe all these down by myself.
Yes. If you two, if you two lose,
Oh, the judge has to be in there.
if you two lose, hey, so we got the judge on our team. If you two lose, you gotta wipe them down.
Okay.
Huh? We'll start right here. Kylie will start us, okay? You'll be the judge. Araya will be on the finish line.
The rules to drag racing are to not let go and get to the finish line first.
We went and got our favorite horses. I'll be on Cubert, and Austin will be on Puddin'. All right, sis, you gonna start us?
Yes, I will.
Okay, you come over and start us. Araya,
Make the starting
she'll
line.
be the finish line.
Okay.
Okay, pull this out. Get it straight, Shugs.
Okay, Shugs, you better win.
You went first. Last.
That's right. That is so right. Yeah. Hey, do not let go. Hang on tight. You tell us ready, set, go.
Go.
Nice work, Shuggies. Shugs, you did awesome. So proud of you. No crying. Gotta dry it up. Nice work, kids.
I always win.
No. I beat you at kickball yesterday. Yes, I did.
You lost.
Well, that's because you clotheslined me.
Still won.
I think that was awesome. So glad we did that. Drag race, baby. Drag race. Hey, I didn't want to go too fast because I knew Shugs. I just wanted her to be able to hold on, but hey, I guess they won fair and square. It's a good thing Mom didn't see that, right? We need to get to work. Shugs, sister?
Uh-huh.
You guys get this fence wiped off? Huh?
Yeah. But it wasn't my fault. I lost because you weren't going fast enough.
You think? No.
Yep.
Maybe. You need a faster dad?
Yeah.
Next time. We'll get him next time.
Okay.
Hey, can you guys get that fence wiped off, please?
I will. Yep.
T-Dog, come here. Come help me get this dummy. Yeah. Nice work, girl. So we're gonna use a flatbed trailer for our stage, and I need Trey to dig this hole so we can lower them axles. Here's our axles. So you know what we're doing here, right?
Digging a hole?
Yeah, so just come in here with the skid steer. Just dig you a little bit of dirt, okay? Look, dude, remember we measured it?
Yeah.
Okay, so right here's where the axles are. Okay, so we just want that dug out. We can set that trailer axle right there, okay? Okay, just dig that out real quick.
Wasn't my first time behind the wheel.
After the events for the kids are over, we're going to have a stage for the band and the auction. Quickest way to make this safe is to set the trailer down into the ground. So we're gonna dig a hole. We're hoping to raise $5,000 for the kids with a Calcutta auction. Roping Rascals is going off better than we had ever dreamed. All the kids are having a blast.
We had a really fun ride out of the Ropin' Rascals. It was a train ride. There's a really good friend of ours who owns it, and he was the conductor, and he just gave a great little tour around the farm with the kids, and they had a great time. We had a really awesome moment during the therapeutic part of the Roping Rascals. We had a student who has not talked for 4 years and could not verbalize to her friends, her family, and they just assumed that she could not talk anymore. Well, after she came to our event and she got on the horse, she was smiling, she was happy, and she was talking. And none of us even knew that she couldn't talk because she was having conversations with all of us, and we had no idea. So it was a very awesome experience to see that. So Brent has a bunch of his clients coming, and they're gonna have just like a little dinner and then like a little concert that they decided to put on. And so they decided that we were going to do a Calcutta, and what that is an auction.
So first we're gonna auction off the bulls for teams to bet on. Then the bulls will be judged for their athletic ability, and the winning bull team gets bragging rights. And it's really cool because 100% of the auction money is going to the charity. My favorite part is when one of the kids is imitating the auctioneer, and his dance moves are pretty awesome too.
Here we go. Time to, what are you gonna do here? Time to $1,000. Here to the water, 10 to the tower. Here to the 500, 200, 300. Time to the 300. Here to the water, 3. Here to the water, 2, 3. Time to the 300. Your turn, Taylor.
Puppy. Papa. You papa boo, papa boo. Dog goes, puppy. Yeah, you.
Good job. Good job.
The plan was to give these kids a day to remember, but they gave me a day I'll never forget.
Over 14,000 to the Cheer Central Sons. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank everybody for being here. The band's gonna start shortly. Few minutes today, both sides.
Cody gave a speech that he wrote actually for a scholarship application, and we didn't know he did it, but the essay that he had to write was about the most inspirational person to you in your life.
And I sat there and thought about it, and Kylie has been the most influential person to me. So I wrote a little essay and I sent it to my dad on like Thursday, and he told me I was doing a speech last night. So I was kind of nervous at first, like, I'm gonna read this in front of everybody. I'll read it to y'all and then I'll hit a couple points. Life is what you make it. On June 3rd, 1999, a little family of 3 was blessed with their 4th. The hospital room was filled with joy and praise. A silent killer lurked the room as the doctor reappeared. The doctor had told us that our newborn is good and well, but she has gained an extra chromosome and will live with Down syndrome for her whole life. A great sorrow was felt in those moments, but looking back, it was the greatest blessing my family has ever received. Growing up as Kylie's older brother has taught me the importance of life and relationships. It wasn't hard or weird for me to take Kylie by the hand and push her to do the same things to me. Many people would look and stare, but they never bothered me. People didn't look because of discomfort, but because of curiosity. Many have asked what it's like to live with someone with a disability. To me, or anyone close to me, it's not what she can't do, but what she does do. When I see my dad choked up, it's unusual or weird because I've only seen it like 3 or 4 times. She may seem different, but she is not less. Her disorder has not stopped her from achieving greatness. As you can see, this team has done great things. National championship going on the world. It's pretty awesome. She also participates on the high school volleyball team at Wiggins High School, and also is very involved in riding her horse Duke and showing her pigs at the county fair. She is the most loving person I know. She greets everyone with hugs and open arms. Every morning when she gets up and gets ready, I always hear, "Hey Beavis, give me a huggy." And in that moment, no matter my mood, I instantly find love, peace, and serenity. I have never met anyone that has inspired me more than my sister. She has impacted my life and taught me that life is precious and an attitude is key. God did not punish me. He blessed me with the greatest little sister a kid could want. I am beyond blessed to have her in my life.
It made me cry. It was very sweet and very heartwarming. He's a good kid. He's a very good kid, and Kylie is a blessing to all of us, and we wouldn't trade her for anything.
Our very first Rope and Rascal event turned out to be a huge success. I think we all learned a lot about one another and ended up raising money for a good cause by opening up our home and hearts to some great kids. On the ride away in Ohio, James learned to appreciate some of the new technology we embrace the hard way. My son Cody made me real proud, and I think we all learned a little bit about respect, which is so important in work and in life. That's why respect is one of our core values, and that's what makes us who we are.